Today, I'm interviewing an agent in my office who's been licensed for 30 days. We'll be exploring what it's like as a new agent.
Hello, everyone. My name is C.G. Newman. I'm a realtor at Brick House Realty. I am currently working with buyers, sellers, and I am scratching the surface with investors as well. So, yeah.
Okay. So has it been, it's been exactly about 30 days or so?
A little bit over, yeah.
Okay. And then can you share with everyone what you were doing prior to real estate? What was your career?
Sure. So I actually was a medical professional, for 12 years. My most recent position was at University Hospital at NICU, which is a neonatal intensive care unit for preemies. So total different background.
Right. So how do you feel right now knowing that if you were still working in the medical field at one of the hospitals with the coronavirus, how would that make you feel?
So that's why I actually am so compassionate about our frontline workers, because I get it. I work that line firsthand myself, so I totally get it. I understand the position that they're in, and I'm so very grateful that they're out, keeping us all safe and treating us in this very trying time. So I totally get it.
Okay. So what made you interested in real estate and then taking it a step further to get your real estate license?
Sure. So, real estate is actually something I was always intrigued in, even before I started having a family. But of course, life had a different plan and path for me at that time. So, had children, all that lovely stuff, and 17 years forward, unfortunately, I had some uneventful chains of events that transpired in my life. And it was actually at that moment that I decided that I would no longer fear what I couldn't control, but I could change what I could control. And real estate was absolutely something that I could decipher if I wanted to do or not. So I did.
Okay. And then what part of real estate was it? Helping people and working with buyers and sellers, or was it the real estate investing side of it? What kind of had you most attracted you to it?
Actually, I've always been a people's person. Like I said, I was always very just intrigued with it, learning the business, building relationships. And I just felt that it was a perfect time for me to jump in both feet and just see what the talk of real estate was all about. So,
okay. So 30 days in, so would you say has real estate been everything that you thought it was?
I do. So real estate is actually the one thing that gets me going in the morning. Like, I finally understand waking up and wanting to do something with so much passion and so much determination, which is actually the reason I pursued it, because I was in a position in my current career where I was just no longer driven. I was at a place where I felt very stagnant and I just had no desire to do it anymore. So, like I said, it was at that time I decided to turn it all around and do something that I absolutely wanted to learn more about and get under my belt.
Okay. So in the first 30 days of being in the business, how has your experience been working with clients? So first, let me say this: you've had to deal with a lot. Learn the business, from finding clients, and now this whole like social distancing piece with the coronavirus, which has put an extra burden on doing everything. But what would you say? What are your thoughts during this time frame as far as the business of actually working with clients?
I have definitely been dealt a curveball. But I'm taking it, I'm taking it in stride just because, to do anything, there's risk, but at the same time, you got to kind of put yourself out there just to see where you land. So I am definitely, it has been a learning experience. As you know, like I said, I'm always a student though. I carry my notebook everywhere I go. I'm constantly taking notes, trying to learn a business. It's very important for you to have a mentor who, knows the business and is willing to teach you the business. That way you can teach this and give, vital information to your clients. So I'm always a student, always willing to learn this business.
Okay. So, so a lot of people watch TV, and they have this thought in their mind of what it's like. It's so grand and it's so great to, be a real estate agent, and that all we do is show these beautiful houses and everything is grand and you make a big check. So is that really how it goes?
I mean, in some cases, yes. There is a whole lot more to real estate other than just selling houses. Especially for me personally, coming from a field where I didn't deal with contracts, I didn't deal with, anti-discrimination laws, I didn't deal with, it's so much more to real estate than, trust me, just showing these lovely buyers and sellers and investors homes. There's a lot that goes on the back end that people don't know that we conduct. But it comes with the glam as well too.
So can you give a short example? Because sometimes I tell people we sell a client a house, 3-4 times. Can you share why that happened?
You said share why that happens?
Yeah, like so a particular client, you think signs still delivered, we're good, but then you end up finding yourself on repeat mode.
So there again, hence that so much more than that goes into real estate. There are so many things that transpire in getting a deal done. Number one, your inspections, your appraisals. What comes back on those lovely inspections and appraisals, down money assistance, credit scores. I mean, there are so many different things that goes on when it comes to an actual transaction that may lead you back to the drawing board. So there may have been something on the inspection that's not cleared, or something on the back end with the funding. There's just so many things that goes on into a lovely closing.
So I like to bring that up and just share with people because, I just want people to really know realistically what they're getting themselves into. So as soon as you pass your test, you have fees, your board fees and everything that are due. And then as you're working with clients, when we write our contracts, they can be 30, 40, 60 days out sometimes before we close on there. So what do you think? I mean, I know it's still a little early on for you, but if someone is just getting into this business, would you recommend a dollar amount, like of a savings that they would need going into this to help prepare them for like the fees for our board and for that period of like grinding and working through this?
Of course. For me, absolutely. and a lot don't know, but there, for me, there was a strategy to it. I knew, after passing my test, there were going to be other obligations required of me as far as membership dues and marketing and cushion, for me personally, from that transition from my first profession to what I'm currently doing. So I always 100% suggest you give yourself enough cushion just for the what ifs and what is expected of you. Because going into this profession, you absolutely have to invest in yourself. So just making sure that you have the proper funding moving forward so that you can jump into this field with both feet, and able to sustain that with moving forward in real estate.
Okay. So would you recommend someone dive into this full time or kind of ease their way into it? It's like part time and then work towards a full time.
So I'm chuckling because is it my suggestion? I don't know if I'm in a position to suggest that, because what a lot may not know is I absolutely was the one who jumped in. Totally jumped in both feet at the same time. Just because I knew it was something that I had passion about. I knew it was something I was intrigued in learning. I knew it was something that could potentially build financial wealth and freedom for me and my family. So of course, for me, my outlook on of it was me investing in myself. So yes, I 100% totally jumped in and was 100% committed to what it is that real estate was going to bring for me.
Okay. So you took the classes that we offered through Brick House Realty. So the classes are $999, and there is a payment plan available for that. What was your experience with taking those classes?
Awesome. I mean, it gives you number one to take the classes and do the classes at the luxury of your own freedom, in your home, in your car, wherever you had the free time. And for me, it was imperative because I am a mother of 3 children. So being able to take my classes, building this career and, all in the luxury of my own home, and still be able to conduct my, at the time, profession and my children and my household, it absolutely worked for me.
So people are always looking for the magic answer as to the secret to passing the test. Is there any secret there on passing the test or anything?
Let me just tell you, there's absolutely no secret or tip. It is straight knowledge. I will say that a strategy, a schedule is absolutely lethal, though. And when I say that, it's because there is so much information. Hence, again, it's so much more than just selling houses with real estate. I mean, there's laws, there's all these different things that you need to learn. So you have to be consistent with your study habits, because the test is set up for you. The structure is for you to just know and have the knowledge. There's no trick, no gimmick, no handout to it. It's straight knowledge.
Yeah. So it definitely is something that when you commit to it, so this is not long term, so it's actually a short term commitment that you have to make to yourself. You owe this to yourself to time block and schedule your time so that you follow the structure, whatever you commit to, even if it's like 10 hours per week, sticking to that 10 hours per week so that you hit your target completion date. But you really do have to set time aside and study the material over and over again and taking the practice exams. And that will help prepare you for the test. So is there anything that you wish you would have done differently?
I wish I would have took the initiative 17 years ago.
Oh my God.
I really do. But you know, you live and you learn. But I absolutely wish I would have took the opportunity way sooner.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because when I talked to, well, actually, when I interviewed Michelle from our office a few days ago, she said the same thing. She wished she
Yeah.
would have done it sooner. So that definitely is carrying over and over. When I'm talking to people, they wish they would have done this sooner. It had been something that was on their mind. Um, so it's safe to say that you still currently like real estate at this point.
I love it. Listen, even and I know that it's been, you know, a little over 30 days, but when I tell you I get it, like I love it. This is what literally gets me out of bed and hungry for it every single morning. So yes, I love real estate.
So some of the things or takeaway that I just want to share with everyone is that if you're looking to get into this business, really, real estate is it's a people person. It's a developing relationship. So if you don't like dealing with people, it kind of makes it hard to be in this business. It requires a lot of organization as well because there's actually a lot of contracts and paperwork on the back end that we're responsible for. We have to keep organized. We have to file accordingly. And so those are two of the major pieces of wanting to get into this business. Oh, and you really have to become a marketer and start creating your own content because a lot of times when you're starting out, we just spent the money to take the classes, then we spent the money to take the exam because that's a fee. Then we spent the money to pay our board fees, and then we need to survive, right? We need money to eat off of and live off of. So there's not a lot of budget for your marketing piece of it. So which means you have to do it yourself. So you have to learn tools and services and apps and products to start building out your own marketing material so that you can start branding yourself. It may take for you to start reading books on marketing and branding. I don't know any of this stuff. My background was accounting, getting into this. So I don't know how to make a flyer and I know how to make it now because I want to save that money. So I don't like to give false hope to anyone that thinks like, oh, you get your license and it's real easy. I just like to let people know what to expect going into this business. If